Hello and welcome. Today, we are going to journey into one of Taoism's shortest but also most profound teachings. It's called the Classic of Embryonic Breathing. This little text contains only 83 Chinese characters, barely more than a paragraph. Yet inside those words lies an entire philosophy of health, meditation, and the Daoist path to transformation. Why this matters? Let's begin with a simple thought. Every moment of our lives depends on the breath. We can survive without food for days. We can survive without water for hours. But without breathing, even a few minutes can mean the end. The Taoists saw breathing not just as a physical function, but as the key to life itself. And in this classic, they reveal that there is more than one way to breathe. There is ordinary breathing, and there is embryonic breathing. What is embryonic breathing? Imagine a baby in the womb, though it does not breathe through the nose or mouth. Its life is nourished quietly, inwardly, through a subtle exchange of energy. The Taoist asked, can an adult return to that same state of hidden, silent breathing? Their answer was yes, and they called it embryonic breathing. Embryonic breathing means breathing so soft, so quiet, so subtle, that it feels like you are not breathing at all. The mind becomes calm, the body still, and the spirit rests in peace. This is the foundation of Taoist inner cultivation, the 4 stages of breath. The commentaries on the text describe 4 stages of breathing. They are like steps on a ladder, moving from coarse to refined. The first stage is wind, breath that is rough and noisy, rising and falling with force. The second stage is panting, silent but still uneven and restless. The third stage is qi, smooth and calm, with no sound but still felt clearly. And the final stage is true breath, so subtle that it seems absent, no noise, no effort, almost no trace. At this last stage, the body breathes without the nose or mouth. Instead, the whole being breathed silently, inwardly, like a baby in the womb. One master described it beautifully. At the height of stillness, breath is like a fish moving beneath spring water, gentle, delicate, almost invisible. Spirit and energy. The text tells us, when energy enters the body, there is life. When spirit departs, there is death. Here, 2 key ideas appear again and again in Taoism: spirit and energy. Spirit, called Shen in Chinese, is the awareness, the light of consciousness, the master within us. Energy, called qi, is the force that gives life to the body and movement to the world. The relationship is simple. Spirit commands, energy follows. When they are together, there is life. When they separate, life ends. So cultivation begins with this question: how do we allow spirit and energy to remain united, steady, and whole? Guarding emptiness. One answer is found in another line from the text. By firmly guarding emptiness, spirit and energy are preserved together. But what does emptiness mean? It does not mean blankness or nothingness. It means a mind free from restless thought, a mind that is clear, steady, and at peace. Imagine a lamp filled with oil. The oil is the spirit. The wicks are our thoughts. With one wick, the lamp burns steadily. But with 100 wicks, the oil is quickly consumed. So too, when the mind is scattered with endless thoughts, spirit is wasted and energy is lost. Guarding emptiness means protecting the lamp oil, letting the flame burn quietly, without exhaustion. The Mysteria Gate. The classic also speaks of a subtle doorway, the mysterious gate. This is not a physical place, but an inner experience. It is the instant when one thought ends and the next has not yet begun. In that brief pause, spirit and energy touch, unite, and rest together. Taoist masters call this the gate of stillness, the entrance to deep meditation. Union of spirit and energy. When practice deepens, spirit and energy no longer act separately. They embrace one another, like water and milk mixing into one. One master wrote, "Spirit embracing energy, intention resting on breath, cycling gently, gathering without dispersing." This is not something to force thought. It is not something to chase. The principle is simple. Do not forget, and do not interfere. Just allow spirit and energy to nourish each other naturally. The stages of attainment. So, where does this path lead? The commentaries describe 3 levels of attainment. First is health and longevity. By calming the breath and mind, the body is strengthened and disease is prevented. Second is spiritual liberation. The practitioner rises beyond the ordinary limits of life and death. And third is ultimate union. Spirit and body are refined together, merging completely with the Tao. The highest stage is described as the return to oneness, the harmony of spirit and Tao. But the masters warn us, do not cling to signs or powers along the way. Miracles are distraction. True cultivation is steady, quiet, patient transformation. Modern meaning, now let us bring this wisdom back into our daily lives. What does embryonic breathing mean for us today? It means we can learn to breathe more deeply and gently, improving energy and vitality. It means we can calm the restless mind, reducing stress and anxiety. It means we can manage emotions, anger, worry, fear, so they no longer scatter our energy. It means we can live with greater focus, clarity, and peace. In a world full of noise, endless information, and constant pressure, this little Daoist classic reminds us, the greatest power lies in stillness. Deepest strength lies in a single quiet breath. The classic of embryonic breathing may be short, but it reveals a complete path. From regulating breath to calming the mind, to guarding emptiness, to uniting spirit and energy, and finally to becoming one with the Tao. As the text concludes, practice diligently. This is the true path. The Tao is not far away. It is here, in every breath you take. Thank you for listening.